But here's the thing that,
Oh, Deltra. Okay.
yes,
What's up, Deltra?
that is Deltra, you know. So yeah, so anyway, so we're about to go live on Facebook and I'm going to jump back on here, but I wanted to give the Facebook people some
Where I guess that?
some love.
I know you had some technical difficulties.
Yes.
You're a little late.
Yes. So I apologize for being late. We are live on Facebook now. So basically, we wanted to bring on another couple to talk about, you know, relating and being healthy and happy after 40. So, of course, we could talk about our, ourselves, but we felt like we wanted to talk to other people. So I'm just perusing around, and then Maureen and Sean came to my mind, where I've been seeing their posts and they look really happy and healthy in terms of really enjoying being together, you know, and growing
There go our people.
and growing.
What's up, y'all?
Hey, hey, so I said, let me bring them on so we can talk about it. So, first of all, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah. Now I have started this. I have my wine. So everyone, if you want some wine, this is one of those wine sipping conversations.
Red yeah, cups. We got a red cup.
We gotta do a toast then.
All right, got the red cup.
I'm the only one without it though.
That's because you were trying to be all serious and stuff and whatnot, But anyway, so first of all,
well, toast for good, healthy relationships after 40.
Yes.
Yeah.
Amen. So, first of all, I would like for you each to introduce yourselves to the audience and tell them a little bit about yourselves.
Oh, you want me to go? Hey everybody, my name is Anissa Maureen. Those who know me call me Maureen. I'm grateful to be on here. I am CEO and owner of Masan Wellness.
Mm-hmm.
Masan Wellness on IG and Facebook. I'm located in Baltimore. And skincare, massage, hypnosis, Reiki. I do all those things. So that's what I do. You can catch me on Instagram or Facebook and MasanWellness.com.
Cool. All right. You, brother? I mean, I know a little bit about you, but I'm going to let you.
Sure. I'm I'm Sean Yos. I am a journalist, storyteller, filmmaker. I've been doing this since 1989, and getting ready to launch an independent news platform in September. So a lot of things getting ready to happen. I just gotta leave it there. But I mean, people who know my work know,
Yeah. Can y'all hear us pretty good?
Yeah.
Okay.
We can. Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
All right.
That's what's up. So, I know that you guys are over 40. I'm not going to ask any ages or anything.
I'm 44.
55.
How old?
I'm 55.
What?
55, 44.
50 savage, baby.
Yeah.
We have to yield to the elder. not saying you old, elder as in wisdom. That's a compliment. Not a slight.
We receive it.
Yes.
Well, that's good. So I see there is a 11-year difference which is actually pretty cool, because I'll tell you, my parents that were together until death, they were married for 35 years, but my father passed away, and he was 11 years older than my mother, but I didn't know it because he looked young. I didn't know that he was that much old, that he was even the age that he was that much older than my mother until he got sick. And so one of the things that, I think is important is my father appeared happy. I'll put it that way. He's in age. So with you being of a certain age, I know people try to boast up, say, well, I'm good, you know what I'm saying? I really, if I get somebody, I will. If I don't, I won't. But at that age, with all the different things that you have going on, what made you say, okay, let me kind of float into this partnership with this lady?
I mean, so we started talking at the beginning of the pandemic, and but we realized, we really believe we realized very early on, we had a spiritual connection, and being in the pandemic, it kind of helped us take our time and grow in a very kind of controlled way. But very early on, we knew that we were, it was something special about us, because neither one of us, we didn't, we wasn't look. I think that we were both open. We certainly weren't thirsty.
No, I get it. With us too. Yeah.
Oh, but so when we I think we kind of we realized together that we had a connection that was deeper than physical or something, and then it just kind of happened organically, right?
I believe so.
That's what's up. Okay.
Yeah, I like the fact, again, as what Sean says, that COVID kind of made us look at each other differently, pay attention to each other, spend that quality time with each other. Something that we probably would have not been able to do as much had the world been open. So we had the opportunity, we had the gift of getting to know each other, talking to each other about some really serious stuff, doing things that we probably wouldn't have gotten to do, like entertain, just walking around the park. Not that we've done that before, but just we found creative ways of just building our relationship. Because we didn't stop just because COVID was happening.
No.
We didn't stop. We kept dating and just being with each other and getting through this thing. And the world up to us. Yeah. Because we moved, So yeah, it's been definitely divine calling us together at this time. We're grateful for that.
That's beautiful.
Did you want to?
Okay.
So, being that y'all are the age that you are, naturally you have more wisdom now, and so although y'all relationship is still relatively new, would you say because y'all come together at this age when you've had many experiences in past relationships that you're able to now apply what you've learned and gain the benefits of what you learned in the current relationship much quicker?
Well, yes. However, I think that we bought some things out of each other that we didn't, that only each other. She has forced me to look at things a different way and reassess some things. I'm an evolutionary guy. I'm always looking to grow and evolve. That's been my life. But she has not forced me. She's allowed me to look at how I relate to her differently than I've ever related to anybody. And part of that is because we recognized early on that we had a mission beyond just some boyfriend and girlfriend stuff. We both realized early on that we had been dealing with some trauma in our lives. So we probably have ancestral connection. And so we knew, I mean, we both, I'll be real, clear about it. We both were runners. As if any sign of,
Any sign
of,
I'm out.
do I get
Can we cuss?
Can I get the cuss?
Yes.
Okay.
Any sign,
I'm from Baltimore. What's up?
any sign of fuckery, we were gone, but this, even though we may have had, moments that were difficult, we didn't run.
Yeah.
We stood.
I mean, even down to the point where we would go, we had to look at each other and say, okay, we're going to take a break today, but we'll be right back. We'll be right back. Today we have to, but you said it best, Kendon, when you said, find a person that you vibe with and do the work. And what happened is that we just found that vibe. And COVID, thanks to COVID, we found that vibe and we just been working through it. We do the work. We do the work. And we'll go on these vacations y'all see, and it's like, oh, look at it. No, honey, we doing some of those vacations, we doing the work.
That's beautiful.
Yes, we do.
The work.
That's what I'm talking about. I think that sometimes it sounds like to me, and this is how I think of this guy right here. He's my perfect, I don't want to use this word, but I'm using it anyway, my sparring partner, but not in like a fight, but more of to sharpen and to really see where I can grow. He does not allow me to be in a certain space, and I don't allow him to be in a certain space. We were very clear about we wanted to be in a partnership, but not for the sake of being in a partnership. Like, what are we going to be doing together, and how are we going to grow each other? And I think what I'm hearing is you guys had your own identities coming in. Am I correct?
Yes.
And that is very important. No, y'all laugh, but that's very important.
We laugh because we understand the journey. I mean, like I said, people, we love real life. When they say what you see on social media, you don't know if it's real. No, we do this thing in real life. This is us. So we smile, but we laugh because we know the journey and how much we love hard on each other, and we get through this thing. You know what I'm saying? Because we make a choice. Every day we say to each other, I choose you. I choose us. So therefore, this thing we got is definitely not on some boyfriend, girlfriend stuff.
Yeah. Well,
I do go for that.
Yeah, we go together.
Y'all go together.
Go ahead, baby.
No, it really sounds like that y'all are fulfilling, at least what I understand is the purpose of relationships.
Which is growth.
Yeah, which is growth, evolution, healing. But when I look at y'all together, I see peace. I see a peaceful, fulfilling energy coming off of y'all. I mean, am I correct? Do y'all find peace with each other?
We're fortunate. Yeah. I mean, she would say early on, I need you to be my peace. And early on, I mean, I was still trying to figure out in my manhood, like, how do I approach her? How do I deal with her? And that's wrong. I don't deal with her. It ain't about dealing with nothing. It's about, this is Maureen and I'm Sean, and we come together. I ain't dealing with nothing. I'm with her. Me. And that's how it is.
And we find our solitude. We get out here. The only place is us finding our peace and connecting with God and connecting with ourselves. And that we do the work individually, and we come together, we do the work together. And that's the most important part. And
I'll add, to make it plain for people, we pray together, we read scripture together, we engage in ancestral acknowledgement,
I love it.
Strong spiritual connection.
That's
brought me into that understanding. I mean, I had some understanding also, but I've grown stronger in that because of her. And we at the core of our relationship is spirit. Be clear. And the only way that we could be together, you know, the way we have been is because of that. You know.
you don't know. Stay off my iPad. Hey, back. Your hands are too rough and heavy. Thank you, baby. Sorry, y'all. Continue.
Sorry,
No, it's
we're still
okay.
here.
No, that is beautiful and powerful because I think that sometimes, like when we start talking about masculine and feminine, right? So the way that I see things is that, yes, we are women, so we're going to embody the feminine energy the most. And the man is going to embody the masculine energy the most in most contemporary male and female partnerships, not, you know, anyway. So, but what we also have to kind of get into is the idea that we both carry the masculine and feminine energies in us.
Yes.
And I think that sometimes people get very caught up in the traditional archetype of the man leads, the woman follows, which is not bad, but I think that we are in 2021 and women, especially women over 40, you know, they have lived, they usually have their own homes, they have raised children, they may have been married before. The man now also has children, he has his own home, so he knows how to cook, he knows how to clean his own house, you know what I'm saying? All that traditional stuff where some people over 40 find it hard to balance the leadership thing and the feminine and the masculine. You know, so I know for us, he is the leader, if you will, because I'm fine with that, because I've been leading for all my adult years, you know, like a household and my son and trying to figure things out. So I appreciate having him in that role, but in saying that, he's not my complete head. You understand what I'm saying? So we still balance each other where he's as well able to sometimes support me in a more devotee way. You know, I may be a leader in certain aspects, but how do you guys balance the energies in your partnership? Is it a hard, fast, I'm the leader, you're the follower, I'm the man, you're the woman? How do you guys balance that out?
We're both leaders.
I know that's right.
I mean, and I say that because, first of all, I recognize that she's a leader, number one. And I say that because I'm comfortable in who I am, and I know I'm a leader. That don't me being a leader doesn't mean I can't be led. That's because and the scripture says that any man that is any leader must be able to be led.
Very true.
And there are certain circumstances where she might be out in front. You know, I mean, we're both alphas. She's an alpha female, I'm an alpha male, but we never had a problem. That was never a problem.
That really has never been a problem for us, tell you the truth.
That's beautiful.
I
That's
think
over 40 wisdom.
Yeah, again, and we also, our past is we've been married before, we've been through things before already. So us coming together was just like, thank God for COVID again. I mean, I know it was hard for some people, but for us, it was really like, that wasn't ever even we just fell into place with each other.
Yeah, there was no, right.
There
was no ever, I'm the man, I mean, I
It was never that. It was never that with us.
We've never had that conversation. Ever.
Yeah.
You know, there are moments where, I mean, I'm masculine, but I'm not toxic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm cool. You know? So
Yeah, I
shit.
mean, he's a beautiful leader. You know, a tower of strength for me in times when I need him, and I've been that same for him. And it just naturally, we just know when to yield to each other. It just flows beautifully, and we've never had to check and say, well, wait a minute, let me let you know that I'm a woman and I'm this. We never had to do that. We never had to do that.
I'm a man. I'm a man, goddamn it. I'm a man.
No, we never had to do that.
That never came out of my mouth.
Again, I think our only challenges was that we came from abandonment. That was something we saw very early on. You know, we both lost our mothers, you know, and we both had to learn to say, okay, and then we both have been, when faced with challenges, we run. But those challenges was more about what was going on in the inner work, that trauma. And so when that trauma was revealing to each other, we knew early on, we were looking at each other in the face like, we figured it out. We know why we're together. And we just was like, okay. And so whenever we dealt with something that made us feel shaky, we just had the conversation, you know, talk, you know, and we worked through it. But never was the imbalance of, yeah, we honor that.
Were you gonna ask a question? I had nothing. Go ahead.
Were you building on what they were saying? Because I'm about to ask a different question.
I was.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, thank you. See how that works? So, you know what I'm saying? Right, exactly. So, how did you guys know that you could trust the other with holding space for that type of work? Because there are a lot of people that really want partnerships, and they know that they have abandonment issues. They have trauma from their ex-spouses or their baby mama or their daddy, and it goes on and on and on. What are some ways that you could advise or give an idea of for how you knew that, okay, I can entrust him with a little deeper piece of me? Was there a certain word, a certain phrase, something that happened?
So, I'm a good communicator. I think I'm a good communicator. She's a better communicator. And she has compelled me to be a better communicator and more open, authentic communicator, because she lays it all out on the table. It's like, look, this is what I am, this is what I've been, this is what I do, this is how I am. And the one thing we never gonna do is lie to each other. Yeah, we know that that's a deal breaker for both of us. So we get down. I mean, if we get into a little beef, it's like, okay, what we gonna do now? Because we're committed to being together. So it's like, look, if you uptight with me, all right, well, what do I need to do? And we've worked on how we talk to each other, like the symbols. I know for a fact that I may say something to her and she hears it one way, and she say, well, this is what I hear, and this is what I heard you say. And I say, no, I didn't mean it that way. What I meant was this. And we do that a lot.
Why you pointing at me?
So it's really just us keeping that constant, honest dialogue with each other and just being innocent. And we just established that very early on.
But about everything. Right?
Yes, about everything.
Everything. It's not like, oh, this one thing is what we're gonna really buckle down on. We do that with everything. Like, so it's a habit. It's like literally that's how we operate. And then we took this cross country trip together, and that thing opened it all up.
What was the funniest thing what was, no, not the funniest thing, but what was the biggest aha moment when y'all traveled cross country? Give me at least one, because I'm sure there was many. But what was one of the aha moments? Like, wow.
We had a lot of, but we were traveling. I drove the whole way. Okay, and I'm just, that's me. I'm Captain Black America. I'm going in. Well, give me the coffee and I'm good. We got to between Pittsburgh on the way to Chicago, and there's a big expanse of land or territory, like in Pittsburgh going into Illinois,
Oh, yeah.
and it was this huge like gap, like a physical gap of geography, and she was kind of overwhelmed driving through there. And instead of her just being scared about it, we got out of the car and stopped and walked and stood and looked at it. So instead of her being all nervous and being whatever, she embraced it. I was standing. There's a picture people saw me standing, and I got it rubbing her head because she was nervous about that, but she embraced it. And in the moment, she told me everything, and she still walked out. And it's very overwhelming because it was a valley basically we were overlooking, like gigantic space. And she stood there with me, and I had my arm around her, and we got through it. You know, that was pretty good.
That sounds like
That was a beautiful, like, what, we was gone for what, 8 days. That was a beautiful 8 days. But yes, that was very eye-opening for me.
that sounds like it could be a metaphor for your relationship, because that great expanse, the unknown you're looking into, you didn't run from it, you faced it, and y'all embraced it together. Although you may have been nervous, still forged ahead. That's beautiful.
Yeah, that's a good stuff.
Then we went to the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
Woo.
And again, I'm running down there.
Yeah, he's all in it.
I was running towards it. And she was a little trepidatious and nervous about it, but she came out there with me. You know what I'm saying?
I stood up on that rock and
That's
I could
right.
see all of the Grand Canyon, and the whole time he's like, I got you. Just hold my hand. And I held his hand. It took me a few minutes, but I did it. And he said, you did it. And he took a picture of me, you know, with me standing up there on the top of all of it. And I was like, I love this man. I love him. I mean, it's just like that love, that 7-8 day voyage with us, just like that was more confirmation that we had to do it. We had this, you know?
That's beautiful. So is there anything that y'all would like maybe to add to your relationship or build up in your relationship that maybe not necessarily missing, maybe missing, or maybe you want more of? Experiences with each other or from each other?
Yeah, aside from us connecting as a unit, you know, and bringing our families together, I think that's about the only thing that we talk about, is putting ourselves in a position where we can bring our families together under one roof. So that's the goal.
I mean, particularly, I have a small son, and he's in East Africa.
Okay.
So the challenge of us ultimately coming together is what we gotta keep pushing, but we with it. We with it 100%. I mean, she loves him.
Yes.
And so we but we speak on that when we pray. We talk about our children together. Her children, my son, we honestly, we got about 10 kids
All around.
It's about 10 of them. So
Yeah.
we gonna be working for a long time.
Yeah.
You know,
But
extended family. You know, my nephews, you know, my son, her children, and extended kids. You know what I'm saying? So we she loves children. We both love children. So we look forward to those years of like gathering a bunch of kids around us and just loving them up.
But other than that, he does it for me. So there's nothing that to be added. You know, he does it for me.
Wonderful. Well, see, on that note, let me, Marina, did I say your name right?
Maureen.
Maureen. Trying to get a little bit in your business right now,
Okay.
but not too deep, but as deep as you want to go.
Oh Lord.
What is it that you really, really love and appreciate about Sean?
What do I love and appreciate about Sean? I would say, honestly, his consistency to show up. That's something
I'm sorry.
I never had before in another relationship. And I've been married and I've been in other relationships, but this man shows up. And when he say he's going to do something, he's going to do it. And sometimes he has to pull on me to say, okay, remember we said we're going to do this? Remember we said he's a man of his word. You know what I'm saying? Whoever he was before, don't matter. With me, he's a man of his word. And he's been being consistent for me ever since. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that I absolutely love about him. Being a man of his word and being consistent.
Wonderful. That's great. So Sean, your turn. What do you love and appreciate about Marie?
So let me preempt it by saying her name is the same name as my mother's name.
Oh wow.
She's Maureen. My mother was Maureen.
Wow.
Her mother was a nurse. My mother was a nurse.
Wow.
So both kind of early on knew there was something very special on a spiritual level. And I think the thing I love most, I mean, I name a lot of things. The thing I love most is that she is undaunted. There's a picture. We went for her birthday. I'm a brag. For her birthday, I took her to the Pendry down in Fells Point.
Ooh, that's nice. Go ahead, girl.
And the picture, I took a picture of her. Oh no, she took the picture of herself with a camera, and she's standing in front of the window. She's wearing a robe, and the whole energy is like, I can do anything. And I'm just looking out to see what it is I'm going to do next. And I put the caption on the picture, don't bet against her. Don't bet against her. You'll lose. You'll lose. And that is what I love. Don't bet against her.
Oh, that's beautiful. This is
Bro, you about to make me get emotional over here.
that is beautiful.
See, that's
it. You know.
That's wonderful, man. I know you really feeling that. Well,
I done told you.
Look, I'm trying to. It's a nice man. I wanted to read that. Diane Greens 5617 said, "You look so happy and content with him. I like the way he talks. When he talks, he lights up. When he talks about you, I would like to meet him one day if possible." That's what
Diane. Diane.
I don't know if you know her personally.
Diane Green.
That's my cousin.
Okay.
Oh, she cut.
So that is beautiful because I think that both genders want to heal, and they're not looking necessarily for the other person to heal them, but to support them healing those places. And I think that is beautiful. For me, I was a career sprinter when it came to dating and relationship. I never really thought about marriage per se. I thought about it, but I never really thought it would happen per se, because I had been disappointed, even though I had a great example at home. And one of the things that made me trust him was that he was very real about what he was growing through, and willing to allow me to support him in it.
Yes.
You know, where I didn't have to say, you need to do this and you need to do that. And why are you doing? I mean, well, sometimes I did do that, but
I had to break her out of that
but
gently.
but more importantly, he wanted to support and grow me through my tender spaces. Because I'm a friendly, chatty, outgoing person, but he knows that I'm also a very sensitive person, and I've been hurt. And for me, I can't pinpoint the actual day when I knew I could trust him, but I just knew. But I knew that he was definitely my rider when he told me that I was using excuses for not being my full authentic self. Like, he wasn't afraid for me to grow higher and bigger than what I was allowing. And I think that a lot of people want that, no matter what if you're a teacher, a doctor, a coach, or whatever. I think that people over 40 definitely want someone that they can heal with, that they can heal with. Not, I don't need you to save me, but support me in
Yes.
my healing. And I really appreciate what you guys are saying. And it also sounds like you guys affirm each other daily.
Yes.
Right?
Fact.
It's like y'all are each other's cheerleaders.
Yes.
Definitely.
That's so essential.
Oh, we hit each other up, and we celebrate each other. We honor each other. You know, we're there for each other. Absolutely.
100%.
That's awesome. Can I say something about you now, since you're talking about me?
Sure.
No, well, see, this shirt that she has on right now, the Joy Factor, that's her brand,
Yes.
but that's her. That is really her. She embodies the Joy Factor. And she is so refined and so graceful, gracious, and loving. I mean, her heart is so pure. I mean, I'm grateful every day that I have a woman that loves me this much.
Oh.
You know, and she just brings joy and light and brightness into my day. And it's just so beautiful. She's so patient with me. You know how, things like, knocking over the it's because she's been pressing the wave button, and I've been trying to help her so she don't have to reach. And every time I reach, I knock the whole thing over. I guess that's a metaphor too. Maybe, I gotta maybe not be so rough. Maybe I gotta be a little more delicate and smooth.
I love you just the way you are, Daddy.
But it's just the constant encouragement, the celebration, just the compliments. She always talking me up. She's always celebrating me and just encouraging me. And we just get along so well. She's my peace.
Amen. Sure.
So I just wanted to add that, sometimes, we try to outdo each other. Like, she always, give me compliments. I'm like, nah, hold up, this is my turn. You ain't gonna outdo me.
Oh, baby.
For giving you praise.
You are so hilarious. Well, okay. Well, yeah. So what are some encouraging words that you each can give to people that are over 40 that want partnership but don't have some faith? What can you each share? Would you mind?
It's never too late. Don't get caught up, twisted and start thinking, oh, I'm too old and blah 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 blah. As long as you're open, as long as you're truly open to receive what God has for you, what Creator has for you, in the form of your partner, if you're open to it, it's never too late. And you pretending, then you're gonna get what you get. But as long as you come with an open heart, it's never too late.
And do the work. I would say do the work. For me, Sean came into life when I chose to go within and do the work within myself. And when I started dealing with working on me instead of work, because I was in love with love. I was in love with love. Yeah. I look at social media. I'm looking at relationships. I'm getting caught up, right? And at the same time, I'm out into the universe, all this stuff that was mirroring back at the end of the day that I needed to do work. And so I let go of the love and did the work. And people don't want to hear that because they'll go, yeah, I want what I want now, but you'll keep mirroring back at you the things you don't want and repeat the process until you do that. And so until you go and you make that decision that I'm going to do the work, at that point that I said I'm ready to do the work, and I said I'm ready to love and be loved, because I had to look at how I was loved. And when I said I was ready to do the work, it took a couple of months and it took a couple of years for me to find me. But when Sean came, he came at the best time, at the time when I was ready to grow and heal and be at my best. And we were both ready to be at the best. And so I would say do the work, and don't let social media get you caught up.
Word.
Don't let it get you caught up, and do the work within yourself. And what you're looking for is looking for you. It's looking for you. You have to be available, and then that vibe and frequency to receive it. And so that's what I would say. Do the work. Have hope, faith, don't give up, do the work.
That's powerful.
Yeah, I definitely I can rock with that, because I can't identify with that, because I know I used to say, oh, I just want to be in love. I just want to be loved. And one of two things would happen. I would be the only person in love.
Yep.
Or the person could love me, but the way that they're loving me does not serve me.
Yes.
And so I try not to feel like any other partners that I've had that it didn't work, that they didn't love me. You understand?
Yeah.
Even if it was painful, even if it was a challenge, they were loving me in the best way that they knew how. Because all I said was I wanted to be loved. And they showed up loving me in the best way that they knew how. I could be mad and say, oh, he should have known, why he do this, why this, why that. And he could say the same thing about me. But at the end of the day, once I started really looking at who I wanted to be in the relationship, I'm very focused when I coach my clients about, I know you want to be in a relationship, but who do you want to be?
Yes.
In your totality first. Yeah. And then what does that look like in a partnership? Because it's gone are the days where women have to meld themselves or twist and contort themselves to be into partnerships. I mean, there are women that feel that they need to do that. And if they do that and they find happiness, then that's fine. But most of the women that I know are over 40 and they have certain aspects of who they are that they are just afraid to lose in a partnership, but they really don't know who they really are outside of wanting to be in a relationship. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, it's that mask. They don't know. So it's get involved, and again, it's that mirror until they realize it's like it's me the whole time. It's me, and I got to do
There you
it,
go.
you know. And so, yeah, I definitely understand. We understand.
That's what's up. Okay, well, we are 5 minutes away from our hour. Is there anything that you guys have that's coming up that people can join you at or follow you or whatever? Because I know I heard about the news platform, but is there any way that people can start logging onto the site or get info?
Well, I would just say check my Facebook page right now because I'm gonna make the announcement on Facebook.
Okay.
Official announcement and date. I kind of guess I just told y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got this.
Y'all broke the news. Because I had not publicly announced that yet. Wow, that's a trip.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
I got the scoop.
Yeah, you definitely got the scoop. But yeah, I'm gonna announce it officially at a later time. Exactly what I'm gonna do, but it's gonna be a multi-dimensional media service.
Oh, that's what's up.
So you guys stay.
I'm sorry, but are you looking for contributors by chance?
Well, it's possible. It's possible. It depends on, it's possible.
Shameless.
It's possible.
Okay, I got you. But just in general, I was just curious because we have a lot of different people that are watching from all over, not just from Baltimore.
Right.
That may be.
Sure. I mean, I would say yes, definitely. Because
they might have some scoops of what's going on.
I mean, so my strength as a journalist is as a storyteller and an interviewer. So I'm always looking for stories. Trust me.
Good.
I'm always looking for stories, and I'm always looking to tell interesting. Well, interesting. That's a silly word. I mean, I would say stories that can, really open people up.
Word.
I'm looking for stories that are transcendent stories, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? So
I love it.
yeah, I'm always open to that. So yes.
Okay. And thank you. What about you, Miss Maureen?
You know what? I have some projects coming up. I'm working on something called the Enlightened Mother, MUVA, and this will be big. It's coming up. We're set to launch July 1st. We'll be blogging. Yes, Sean's birthday. And it'll be blogging, lifestyle. It'll be retreats, wellness retreats. It's going to be pretty expansive over the next, I say, year or so. So definitely stay tuned to my personal pages, and I'll keep everybody abreast with what's going on.
Thank you so much. Now, can you guys post your Instagram handle so that people that are watching this can catch you?
Yeah.
Because I don't want people to miss out on the beautiful awesomeness that you guys are offering. And I will definitely be following you all, staying connected. I appreciate you both for coming on and sharing.
Congratulate you as well on such a beautiful relationship, a powerful relationship, a healing and a loving journey.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate y'all for doing this. I mean, this the fact that y'all are relationships, that y'all are honoring relationships, and you providing a platform for people to talk in a beautiful, positive way, as opposed to
mailbag.
All of that. I mean, maybe. But we appreciate y'all providing this platform, and we feel honored to be y'all's first guest.
Yes, thank you so much for having us.
We really do.
Oh, thank you so much. We appreciate you. So, guys, we appreciate you guys that hung out. You know, you can watch the replay. Next week, we will be talking to Bruce Olamina, that will be talking Stevenson, that will be sharing his movement of loving her better and loving him better. We are here to have positive, healing conversations about relationship and Black love. No more hating, no more. If that's what you got, there's plenty of other places where you can discuss that. But we're talking about love and healing. I believe in love. Thank you.
All right, y'all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Appreciate it.
Peace, everybody. Thank you, guys. I appreciate y'all.